Hello and welcome to our final class project, Analytics 510, Section 91 for Fall 2016. My name is Mary Mutua. Our research project was titled Crime and Age, whereby we are analyzing the relationship between crime and age. The rate of crime is correlated to age. Many researchers have found a positive correlation between age and crime. Mostly, young people are more likely to commit crimes than older people. The high crime rate among young people has been associated to factors like behavioral factors, social factors, and environmental factors. Latest statistics: in 2015, about 1.1 million violent crimes were reported around the nation, which was an increase of the 2015 data, and the crimes reported were murder, rape, and robberies. The methodology: we ran a t-test and a regression analysis on our data to see if there is any correlation between age and crime. Our age factor, we took ages between 18 to 24 years age. Our hypothesis: our null hypothesis is young people aged between 18 to 24 years old commit less or equal crimes compared to people in other age groups, and our alternative hypothesis is young people aged between 18 to 24 years old commit more crimes than people on other age groups. Data analysis: we analyzed data from open data source about policing in England, Wales, and the Northern Ireland. There were about 314,990 observations of 16 variables. We ran a correlation and a t-test. We predict the crime rate in 2016 will increase. We did a data cleanup, ran codes in R so that we're able to get reasonable results, which Alok will present in the next slides. Thank you.
Hi Professor, my name is Alok. So I continue my part to say something about our projects of Team 3. So before Mary let's just talk about some introductions about the projects, as well as she's talking about the data methodologies, data analysis, and data cleanup. So now it's my turn to say about the results. So to check if we reject or accept the hypothesis, so we use a t-test function in R, and we assume that we have 95% of confidence. As you can see it here, the t-score is about minus 791, and the p-value is less than 2.2 e minus 16. It means it's less than 0.05. So if p-value is less than 0.05, so we reject the null hypothesis and we accept the alternative hypothesis. So back to previous slide, you can see we use the actual the null hypothesis is people between 18 to 24 is less or equal crimes compared to people in other groups, and the HA means people between 18 to 24 commit more crimes than people in other groups. Now, if we can see the t-test, the p-value is less than 0.05, so we say that we reject the null hypothesis. It means the people between 18 and 24 have higher crime rates than compared to people in other age groups. Besides using these tests, we can use the bar charts to see more graphically about the difference between the number between age groups. So clearly here we can see people from 18 to 24 has the highest number, which is about more than 70k, and the second high groups is belong to 25 to 34 years old. So again, we can use t-test function, or we can use the bar charts to see the highest number of the crime rates belong to the group 1824. Next, so we try to use the correlation in R to check some correlation between age and crime categorized. The crime categorized here is related to object observed in our data. So based on the result, we can see that there is a weak positive correlation between crime ID and age ID, which is 0.13839515. So it does have some correlation between age and crime, but it's not much. It's very weak correlation. Next, so we try to predict the number of crimes in UK in 2016. In the first picture, so we can see the different lines we try to reduce using hot winters filtering. And the second pictures is the result. So I try to highlight the result here. So we can see there is a decrease in 2016. It means the crime in 2016 is predicted to be decreased. Yeah, you can see the highlights here. So this is the decrease trend happened in the next year. Okay, so to summarize what we do in our project, so we try to use the test function to check if we accept or reject the null hypothesis. We use a correlation function in R to check if there is any correlation between variables in R. We also use the bar charts, or we also use some techniques to predict the number in the future. In this case, the future in UK in 2016. So with the test, so we can come into conclusion is that the people between 1824 commit more crimes than people in other age groups. Using the whole winter filtering technique, so we can see the number of crimes in next year 2016 is predicted to be decreased. So the data we have so far is from internet, so it's not a complete data, so it's just some small population. So if we want to do something more, we need to find something bigger, something correctly to be researched in the future. So that's what we have done so far. So if you have some questions, so feel free to send us emails to me and Mary. So we try to answer your question as soon as possible. Okay, so that's it for today. So thank you for listening and watching our video. Bye-bye.